On the shortlist for England, there was three of us. There was Jackie Charlton, there was Laurie McMenemy, and there was me. We went down for interviews to Lancaster Gate, and I got the feeling that Lancaster Gate was frightened of me. They had been exposed or whatever, because I would have, been tended to be a little bit more open, and I'd have asked them possibly what qualifications they had to be with the FA. And somebody might have stood up and said, well, I've been a postman 30 odd years. And I might have said, well, go and post a letter then. And I'd done this talking, as you well know, over a period of time. And I came out the interview and I'd got a couple of friends in the hotel opposite at Lancaster Gate. And how did it go? I said, well, if interviews go, I've walked it. And I had. I'd captured them, they were mouths open, da-di-da-di-da. And I'd had enough time in the game to qualify for experience-wise, because you've got to have experience in every walk of life and in every job. It's invaluable. And I'd had enough then. I had a couple of league clubs and a little bit of success. I played the game up until I was 28 and had a little bit of success at playing level. So I had all the bits of commodity that's required for management. And then, of course, I didn't get it. And the only thing that pleased me was, and cheered me up, was Jackie Charlton didn't get it either. Laurie McMenemy didn't get it either. And then, true to the Football Association, they went for the easy way out and they appointed Ron Greenwood. And he wasn't even on the shortlist. So they took Ron, having, I assume, knowing him, knowing he was a charming man, which he was, knowing he was a pleasant fella to go abroad with, knowing he wouldn't say boo to a goose, which he didn't. They knew they'd get excited watching his team play because he couldn't keep a clean sheet to save his bloody life with West Ham. They were used to going to West Ham and seeing 3 and 4 goals. And so he fitted the bill, their bill. They weren't worried about you. They weren't worried about the standing of English football throughout Europe. They weren't worried about gates. They weren't worried about anything. They were worried about them. And they didn't want me invading. I didn't recognise the fact that people got jealous of people in life. I went through football management, and Peter Taylor one day came to me and said, you realise you're going to take some stick, don't you? I said, what stick am I going to take? He said, well, there's a couple of first division managers been in the game, twice as long as you, 3 times. He said, and possibly they haven't succeeded where you have. And he said, they'll be a bit jealous of you. I said, rubbish. You don't go through that. But you do. I never went through it, but they did. And the Football Association didn't want me making any waves.
I think you'd have done very well.